Hello, my name is Vitisha and my student ID is 100972891. My last three digits are 891. So my assigned countries are Canada, Turkey and South Africa. So today in this video I will discussing whistleblowing and leadership through content assignment, and this video will be structured into 10 parts covering the whistleblowing laws, major whistleblower cases and leadership analysis, and the relation between whistleblowing and leadership. So now let's begin. I move to the section 1 of whistleblowing laws, and I will move forward to my sub video 1A of Canada country, and I talk about whistleblowing laws in Canada. So whistleblowing is an essential part of ethical leadership in Canada, and two major whistleblowing laws protect individuals who report misconduct are Public Servant Disclosure Protection Act of 2007, and which and like protect the federal government employees from retaliation, and it's cover corruption, abuse of power and unethical practice in government, and it enforcement overseen by the Office of the Public Sector uh, Integrity Commissioners. And the effectiveness of this law are some cases so strong protection, but there are criticism of slow investigation also. The second law was uh, Criminal Code of Canada, section 45, section 4 to 5.1. It protects employee in both private and public sector who report wrongdoing, and employees cannot punish employees for reporting crimes. Employers are not punish employees for reporting crimes. And the limitation of this law are, I think, harder to prove retaliation in a private sector. Although Canada have strong laws, some cities argue that whistleblowers still face career setbacks. So yeah, this is for the Canada whistleblower laws. Now I move forward to the second country, Turkey, sub video 1B of Turkey whistleblowing laws. Turkey has fewer formal protection for whistleblowers. The two main legal provisions are Turkey's penal code. It's of Article 278 to 283. It encourages citizens to report crime, and also it's lack strong anti-relation. Sorry, it's lack strong anti-retaliation protection and making it risky for whistleblowers. The other one is Law on Protection of Personal Data of 2016. It focuses, I think it focuses on protecting whistleblowers' identities, and the weakness for it, I think it does not protect against job loss or legal threats. Because of weak protection, whistleblowers in Turkey often face serious risk, including jail time. And the third, whistleblower law for South Africa. I think South Africa has some of the strongest whistleblower protection in Africa. And the two key laws are, I think, first one is Protected Disclosure Act of 2000. It protects employees in public and private sector for retaliation, and it encourages anonymous reporting. And the second one, I think, is Prevention and Combating of Corrupt Activities Act of 2004. It requires individual to report corrupt activities, and failure to report corruption is punishable by law. Despite this law, South Africa whistleblowers often face uh, some of the threats, especially in cases involving political corruption. Now I move forward to my section 2 of whistleblowing leadership. So, first one I talked about Canada. So, whistleblowing incident of Canada. The first one is SNC Lavalin scandal. It is one of Canada's most famous whistleblowing case. Involved Jody Wilson Rayburn, the former Attorney General. She exposed political interference in a corruption case involving the engineering company SNC Lavalin. The company was accused of bringing Libyan officials, and she was removed from her position and faced political black blackish. This case raised serious questions about government ethics in Canada. The second one is, I think, Turkey candor, candor and government arms smuggling. Uh, the name Ken Dunder, a journalist, blew the whistle on a major scandal in Turkey. He revealed that the Turkish government was secretly ending weapons to Syrian militants, and he was arrested and sentenced to prison. Later, he fled to Germany due to safety threats, and this case illustrates the extreme risk faced by whistleblowing in Turkey. The third one is South Africa, which leaks Gupta scandal, leaks, and state corruption. So, in 2017, leaked emails were exposed between Gupta family and former President Jacob Zuma, and whistleblowing revealed illegal contracts and political influence. The scandal led to Zuma re- uh, uh, resignation and legal action against the Gupta. However, whistleblower faced threat, and some had to fill the country. This case highlights the power of whistleblowing but also its dangers. So now I move forward to leadership analysis. Mm, So for Canada, I think mm, Justin Trudeau, Canada's Prime Minister, is known for progressive leadership, but his ethics have been questioned. So his vision advocates for diversity, inclusion, and environmental policies, and the integrity is questionable due to SNC Lavalin scandal, and the accountability mixed, apologized for mistake but face criticism. The challenging authorities that are not significantly. His leadership style is generally positive, but ethical controversies remains. For the Turkey, Recep type typing, it is a precedent and has transformed the Turkey politically, but at the cost of democracy. His vision wants a strong but independent Turkey. Integrity, which has taken, is criticized for suppressing free speech. Accountability is, I think, limited. Uh, Opposition is often silenced, and he used uh, strategic repression, and his leadership is powerful but controversial, especially regarding whistleblowers. And the third, sorry, I think is South Africa. Nelson Mandela is a legendary figure in ethical leadership, and he fought for racial equality and democracy. The integrity is unquestionable. He rejected corruption and encouraged others, inspired like a nationwide transformation. So Mandela exam examifies the ethical leadership at its best. After this, I think whistleblowing leadership discussion like is based on whistleblowing and leadership. And based on this condition, I argued that it is whistleblowing requires courage, just like leadership. Whistleblowing hold people accountable, similar to the ethical leaders, and some leaders supports whistleblowing while others suppress it. For example, Nelson Mandela promoted transparency while Adorjan restrict whistleblowing. So this show how leadership style affects ethical behavior in a country. And in conclusion, we examined whistleblowing laws, major incidents, and leadership styles in Canada, Turkey, and South Africa. We also discuss how whistleblowing is closely linked to leadership. So I move forward like to discuss my references which I take for this whistleblowing laws. So for whistleblowing laws, I take for Canada country, mm, For Government of Canada in 2007, Public Servant Disclosure Protection Act is retrieved. Government of Canada 1985, the Criminal Code of Canada section 425.1, whistleblower protection is is act. The Turkish Penal Code 2004 article, the crime reporting obligation, and the Turkish Personal Data Protection Law of 2016, Law number 6698 on the protection of personal data, and the Republic of South Africa of 2000, Protected Disclosure Act number 26 of 2000, and the Republic of South Africa 2004, Prevention and Combining of Corrupt Activities Act. And the some of the major whistleblowing incidents which I take for Canada is the SNC Lavalin scandal. So I take that reference from Fine S 2009, Jody Wilson SNC Lavalin testimony shakes the Trudeau's government. The BBC News 2019, Canada PM Trudeau to block the SNC Lavalin scandal. Then Amnesty International 2015, Turkey's journalist who jailed for exposing arms smuggling. The Guardian of 2016, Turkish journalist Can Dündar's sentence of prison for revealing the state secrets. Then South Africa, Gupta leaks and state corruption. BBC News 2017, Gupta leaks, the email that shocked South Africa. And the other one is Daily Marvick 2017, Gupta leaks, how South Africa political elite was born. And for the leadership analysis for Canada, Justin Trudeau, McLean 2020, the leadership style of Justin Trudeau. Sorry, visionary or flawed. The Guardian 2019, Trudeau's ethics scandal. What does it mean for Canada? So these are leadership analysis reference which I take. The other are for the Turkey country, the Economist of 2023, the Enron leadership, power, control and democracy retrieved from the Link Economist, the Human Rights Watch of 2022, the Turkey Enron crackdown on press freedom, for the South Africa, Mandela and in 1994, Long Walk to Freedom. It is a autobiographic of Nelson Mandela of London. And history.com of 2013 of Nelson Mandela and the leadership. And for the last whistleblowing and leadership discussion, I take reference from Transparency International 2023, the role of whistleblower in ethical leadership, uh, and the other one is Harvard Business Review of 2021, why ethical leaders encourage whistleblowing. So these are my references which I take, and the reference which I take are all contained in the document which I provide, which I attach with the links. And these sources include all academic articles and government uh, like legislation, and it's well searched content. And I talked about how whis like how whistleblower do uh, with courage if anything wrong doing is going on. So it take courage. So thank you for watching. Thank you.